Sagittarius, how are you? 2020 Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, if you're interested, do check out the early January video for your collective. I don't really remember what that was about because it was just that long ago after that many readings ago. But if you feel called to, do check it out. Sagittarius. I just remembered that I was going to do one other reading. But for some reason, your Sagittarius reading came up there. Normally on the weekends, or I try to, at least between now and Monday, I do try and do moon messages, readings based on your moon sign, and also who's watching you. I meant to do that actually, but then without thinking, I was creating this live. I was thinking I had to do a love reading, and then I was wondering which card, oh, excuse me, which collective should I do a love reading for? Like I was wondering, should I do Scorpio? But then I was feeling Sagittarius, and I drew a card, and I got 8 of Wands. So I got Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, shall we just jump into your reading on love? Sagittarius, if you find this reading interesting, give me a thumbs up. If you find it really, really interesting, Sagittarius, let me know in a comment on any Sagittarius video. Sagittarius, if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being part of the channel. If you'd like to see more, you know where to find me. If you would like a personal reading, that would be fine. All I ask for is a donation. You can catch me pretty much in any live, unless it's one of the more serious topics, and I just ask that you wait till I'm done. Sagittarius, this particular reading is going to have 2 parts. I'm going to do one, a general love reading, whatever comes out on love. I'm not going to direct it anything more than that. I'm going to say new love. I'm not going to say old love, just love. And then Sagittarius, the second part of the reading is going to be a 12-sign zodiac breakdown of just you and your affinity with all 12 signs. For the zodiac breakdown, Sagittarius, I see this as it could be someone you know, someone you'll meet. It could be a friend. It could be someone who you have romantic feelings for, friendly feelings for. Anyone really, I see this as like your heart chakra space. Some pulls that I get are more, I don't know, I get some messages that are very distinct, but overall, that's what I see. Like there was a reading I did. Who was it for? I think I did it for Cancer and Leo. And I don't know, wasn't the best reading. Anyway, some of them are very like, you know, distinct, but most of the time they're not, right? Anyway, we'll see what comes out. That's the whole point of these readings. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to go and start. Oh, if you're watching this video after the live and you just want to skip ahead, the general part reading that I do is generally between 20 and 30 minutes. And then once I get into the zodiac signs, those readings are anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. I'm not going to timestamp it. I don't even put tags on these things, Sagittarius. So you can jump around yourself if you're interested. Shall we get into it? I think we will. All right, Sagittarius, a message on love for January 2025. Got the 8 of Wands again. Ace of Wands. Sagittarius, if I recall, wasn't your December? No, it wasn't. It was Gemini. Well, actually, your December love reading wasn't bad either, if I recall. I don't quite recall the exacts, but I think the energy wasn't that bad. Anyway, you got Ace of Wands. What is this, Sagittarius? This Ace of Wands is clarified by a Queen of Cups. Four of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Got lots of Cancer energy here. Sagittarius. Well, first of all, Sagittarius, let me say that what I see here, someone's been thinking about you, Sagittarius. Of course, roles could be reversed. You would know if they were better than anyone, Sagittarius. Have you been thinking about someone? And then if you have, let me ask, have you been thinking about starting something up with them? And if you haven't, then this is coming towards you, right? Real easy way to tell. But yeah, Sagittarius, someone is thinking about you. Someone is wondering, can they come forward? When can they come forward? How can they come forward? Should they come forward? After all, they're just leaving you by your own devices. As they come forward, they think it's going to be a very big deal, Sagittarius. That is what they think. However, I'm not going to go and explore that tower anymore. Sagittarius, if it wants to come out, it will. Sagittarius, what should we clarify first? I'm curious about the Queen of Cups. Let's do Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Temperance. Okay. I wonder, Sagittarius, in this energy. Now, first of all, Sagittarius, do I have new love? I don't know if I have new love for you here, Sagittarius, because what I have here is a person who's been thinking about you. And this person, Sagittarius, is going to come forward. Obvious, right? We have Ace of Wands here. They're going to overcome some sort of distance, some sort of barrier to approach you, Sagittarius. Could be an actual physical barrier, could just be a mental barrier. And either way, it requires, no pun intended, with Sagittarius energy being cards that require effort, like Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, but through no small effort of their own, they're making the effort to come to you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I have Temperance. Of course, you do recognize this card, I imagine. Your collective's energy. 5 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. Need to say Taurus energy is also popping up here. Do you know this person, Sagittarius? Well, this person's been thinking about you, Sagittarius. How well do you know this person? I'd say it varies, but what is consistent here, Sagittarius, is that whoever is in this Queen of Cups energy, this focal point that someone is thinking about you, this individual, Sagittarius, has been ignored. I mean, they're going to change it, but it also feels too in this 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles energy. It's like before you were on the back burner, this Queen of Cups was on the back burner, and they were just busy off with other things. But lately, they've been pondering and thinking and thinking and thinking, and then you just sort of came up again. Maybe, as I said, with this Knight of Pentacles, they thought, I'm not quite ready or equipped or something to deal with this start in love. It's definitely something about also, too, being equipped. Not really like, well, you could say maybe finances, material things would play a part in it. But it also feels, especially in this energy with the Ace of Wands, a little bit like ego and self-belief. The person who's approaching you, they lacked a little self-belief, and maybe the fact that they would not be able to appear impressive. Maybe it required too much effort to appear impressive. Maybe they thought you required too much time. Quiet, little cat. I hear you. That's my Siamese. She's throwing a fit because I'm not paying attention to her. She always does that, if you're familiar with my readings. Where was I? Well, yeah, basically this person does have a little bit of, doesn't feel so much as in material trappings, although I'm sure that's a part of it, but it was more like the ego, the drive, the self-confidence, the ability to have swagger. I will say, though, too, in this energy with Queen of Cups here, that although there were times, it feels like a good portion of time, they pushed you back and focused on other things. It wasn't like you were completely gone. It wasn't like 10%. Maybe it was something like 20 to 30%, maybe 15 to 45%, something like that. Some ratio that wasn't half, but maybe somewhere around thirds or a little less than thirds. And it ebbed. More thoughts, sometimes no thoughts, some other times. But in those quiet moments, they thought. But then again, as I said, it's all about the preparation. They had other things to keep themselves busy. And I don't mean exactly other people, because we have somebody who didn't feel confident to approach. And I do think it's not so much just, having a swagger coming in and a swagger coming out. Not like that. Maybe they had no money, literally. Who knows? Maybe they were moving. Maybe you were moving and they didn't want to help you move. Could be. What should I clarify here, Sagittarius? Actually, Sagittarius, let's go and check out Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Three of Cups. I got chopsticks, I think. Got tea. One moment. Let me just get a little bit of tea. Such a nice bowl I have of tea too. Not quite a bowl, but a big thing. I love tea. Anyway, the tea is actually a little weak for me. I like my bulk teas. I like to brew my own tea after. I think you brew your own tea. How could you go back to tea bags? You just can't. Although I'm using tea bags right now. It's not the same. Anyway, let's go and continue this Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Who has a broken heart, Sagittarius? Is this person that's approaching you? This person also not equipped to deal with you, Sagittarius, because they had wounds that were still so raw and they were unwilling to let them go. Well, that's healthy enough. I think it's healthy enough, Sagittarius, not to engage you, knowing that they still had someone very prominent, in their thoughts, and they were still grieving over those wounds. Whatever they were doing to heal themselves from it, they didn't involve you in it. I say that's healthy. I say that's healthy too, Sagittarius, because Ace of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, they said this person's taking action. This person now feels like they're adequate enough to do so. They're adequate to actually, Queen of Cups, with Temperance and Six of Pentacles, now they're ready to go and give the time and attention they wouldn't. So, what do they say? Timing is a relative thing. Everybody's sense of timing is different. You can't hurry love, all those timing things, right? Well, yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to go and rush somebody in this energy. They can have it. Go shoo. You don't need this, Sagittarius. That's what they realized. However, Sagittarius, let me go and point out, they agreed that they didn't need to go and bring you onto whatever healing mess they were doing to get over this. But just because they did not deal with you didn't mean, Sagittarius, you were out of sight, out of mind. Or you are out of sight, out of mind. It's like you were carefully stored away as a thought for the future. Carefully stored away as a thought for the future. Seriously, this person was there nursing their broken heart. And then Sagittarius, they still thought of you as like, oh, right now I'm a mess. But as soon as I get over the mess, I'm going to go and contact Sagittarius. I'm going to go and follow up on a love connection. Okay, that's the kind of person you're getting. They didn't involve you in the mess. That's good. Excuse me, they didn't involve you in the healing of while they had this raw heart thing, because they've been doing something with that raw heart. They've been doing something. They didn't involve you in it, but they thought, oh, I'm going to put you over here and wait till I get to this stage. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Justice. Person really cares about how they present themselves. They do care about how they present themselves. They won't want to show any flaw. No flaw. So too, would they show any struggle? Or would they just go and brush off any struggle as, oh, that was just a battle scar, or one of the things that makes me so unique and so special and so strong and so resilient? That was nothing. Because I am a winner, I am a fighter, I am successful, I am on stable ground. I have lots of things going for myself, and it doesn't really matter where I came from or what I did or what I've been doing, because I'm going to success now. That's what this person has. Sagittarius, I don't know if I should clarify anything more, because what I have here is someone who knows you. I feel like this is more their, or let's say if they did go and disappoint you, Sagittarius, somehow I feel like this person was a little bit of a mess to begin with. I don't think they dragged you into their mess. This feels like their energy. They were saving you for later. Sagittarius, you're getting someone who has thought about you quite a bit. Could this be someone who you have not spoken to or seen? I don't quite think so, Sagittarius. I think this is someone. Do they know you quite well? I don't think they know you quite well. They know some things of you. They've been watching you. They're aware of you. They've been thinking about you more than watching you. They're aware of you. And they think of you. They haven't felt equipped or ready to deal with you, Sagittarius. I think I'm going to end this reading here, because I don't really feel like clarifying anything more. I mean, as we clarify, we get our message more and more specific, which could be interesting, but Sagittarius, especially as I'm not really going to bring another deck into this, I think this is good for our purposes. Let's go on to the second part of the reading, Sagittarius. Let's check out the 12 sign zodiac affinity. Look at that, 20 minutes. 20 minutes was about accurate, wasn't it? All right. Now, Sagittarius, I think I'm going to go. What should we do? What sign should we start off with? We'll start off with water. Do water and then air. And then we'll do fire and earth. How's that? And you just want to write this down real quick from my own self. I'm not going to hop around with signs. I'm going to keep them by element. Sometimes it's fun to do that, but sometimes then I get confused. I'm like, what did I do? Water, air, fire, and earth. Okay. And I think that 10 of Cups was the first one, right? So should we start with Pisces? Sagittarius, if you have a Pisces on your mind, if you're going to meet a Pisces, if you're on one of those sites and they have a little astrological sun sign, and you can go, oh, that's interesting. Or if you meet someone and they say that they're a sun sign, whatever. Or if you know someone, all those things, right? As I was saying, maybe I'll say it one more time. Sagittarius, I see these readings as anyone basically that you have care and affection for. It doesn't have to be romantic energy, but it definitely has to have care and affection. From care and affection, Sagittarius, that's where love starts. It's your heart chakra opening up, Sagittarius. It's that pink energy, that sparkle energy, that flutter, that electricity. The pixie dust, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, if you are dealing or if you meet a Pisces, your affinity with Pisces. I have Hierophant. If you're dealing with a Pisces, why is it so difficult with Pisces? If you have been dealing with a Pisces, it's been a little difficult, hasn't it? I think it has been, Sagittarius. Me, but you and the Pisces are not really, well, it's not smooth as it should be. It's a little bit of a friction. I'm going to say that even if you meet a Pisces, your energy, Sagittarius, with Pisces right now, you can get a lot done. But it's going to take work. Perhaps take some concessions as well. Going to have to change the way, both of you will have to change the way you innately operate and you innately go about things. There's adjustment that has to be done on both sides, Sagittarius, if you're interested with a Pisces. It's not impossible energy, it's just a little hard. But then again, I mean, I think Sagittarius has lots of strength innately. You could do it if you want. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Scorpio for Sagittarius. 7 of Swords, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, has that Scorpio been coming back and forth to you? That Scorpio is someone who you don't really have a consistent relationship with, or perhaps Sagittarius has that Scorpio let you down. Something happened here if you've been dealing with a Scorpio, Sagittarius, and something as well, Sagittarius, that it seems like you just can't go and just cut the Scorpio out of your life. I don't know why. But Scorpio is going to keep on coming by again and again. And let me say, Sagittarius, it's like they have promises of doing good, but can they actually do good? Can they do good enough for you, Sagittarius? I don't know. I don't like this energy. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, if Scorpio is on your mind, I don't think it's good for you, Sagittarius. So if that Scorpio contacts you, I think that Scorpio, you should tell that Scorpio you're busy, at least for right now. Let the Scorpio know you aren't easy, Sagittarius. Also, too, if you meet a Scorpio, know that Scorpio is going to be heaping praises upon you. I think that Scorpio is going to be treating you, Sagittarius, very, very nicely. Scorpio will treat you very, very nicely, Sagittarius. But how authentic is it? I would watch it. If it's a nice meal and you're hungry and you're really hungry and maybe they're nice to look at, Sagittarius, why not? But I wouldn't put much stock into anything the Scorpio did for you, Sagittarius. All right. Did we finish the water signs? Cancer. Sagittarius, if you are dealing with a Cancer, if you are thinking of a Cancer, if you know a Cancer, if you meet a Cancer, I have Three of Cups, which is Cancerian energy. Final, that devil like wanted to go pop up there. I saw it. Anyway, Sagittarius. If you have a Cancer on your mind, Sagittarius, it feels like, well, things just didn't quite work out. Maybe it was just timing, wrong time, wrong place, different priorities. I don't know, stuff, life, whatever. And Sagittarius, that's kind of changing. If you're dealing with a Cancer, your affinity with Cancer is actually pretty good. Feels like both you and that Cancer have sort of, I don't know, put what was behind them and is all about creating a new phase. A great beginning, I will say, Sagittarius, if you've been dealing with a Cancer, if you've been dealing with a Cancer, somehow I think that Cancer is a little bit impatient or something. This is drawn out. I'm not going to make any comment if you've been dealing with a Cancer, other than to say that this has been drawn out. I'd almost say a little too much, but I'm not judging time any more than I try not to. But great energy for new beginnings. You should have lots of fun with Cancer. That's what I'll say there. If you are dealing with, we'll go on to air. Let's do Libra. Sagittarius, if a Libra is on your mind, if you meet a Libra, your affinity with Libra, Two of Swords is Libra energy. Seven of Wands, Three of Cups. I said Libra, right? I did. If you're dealing with a Libra, I hope you have a little bit of patience, Sagittarius. First of all, I'm just saying this because it feels like there's lots of people around both of you. It's lots of people. Not just because Three of Cups, just like noise and chatter and people and things. Well, I'm going to draw one card for you on Two of Swords. If you're dealing with a Libra, a Sagittarius, I wonder if that Libra deals with you, how serious they'll take you, Sagittarius. Like they already have expectations about you, Sagittarius, and they're not going to have any more expectations past a certain point. There's limitations here, and it's like you can only go so far with a Libra right now. Libra is guarded. Libra is open in some respects. In other respects, Libra is ultra guarded. Libra is ready to have fun. Libra is not really open to anything past that. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with an Aquarius for Sagittarius, can you kiss and make up with that Aquarius, Sagittarius? Well, you two are supposed to be the besties of the zodiac, right? How can the besties go and give Sagittarius a Three of Swords? I don't know. Aquarius did a bad somewhere, didn't they? Can you look past the bad that the Aquarius did, Sagittarius? That's what they want to know. They will move quite fast. I do think they're going to go and give you an apology. If you've been dealing with an Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aquarius will give you an apology. Aquarius will want to kiss and make up and be right back to being besties again. That's all I'm going to say. I almost feel like asking, has it happened before? A little bit of an Oberth energy here, a little bit of a repeating energy here. I don't know if it's a pattern or not. I'm not going to touch it. You know that Aquarius, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Gemini for Sagittarius. Oh, what is this with air signs and you, Sagittarius? Why is everybody coming to kiss and make up with you, Sagittarius? Are you still angry at me, Sagittarius? Let's move past this, Sagittarius. It's been enough time, Sagittarius. Yeah, Gemini is going to come knocking on your door. If you deal with a Gemini, if you deal with a Gemini, that Gemini may not be entirely consistent with you. And I mean consistent with you and pay a lot of attention to you, pay no attention to you, like that. Let's go on to the next sign. We're going to go on to fire. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a fellow Sagittarius, I have Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Wasn't quite what I was planning on doing, but it just happened that way. Sagittarius. I put these in upside down, did I? You know, I feel these a little differently, by the way, than the standard meanings when they're upside down. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a fellow Sagittarius, I think you should turn your attention to other things right now. That's what I think. If you meet a Sagittarius, energy is much better for meeting a Sagittarius than dealing with one. Dealing with one who you already know. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with, or if you meet an, I was about to say Aries, but then it wasn't entirely clear. If you're dealing with an Aries, meet an Aries. Knight of Wands. Lots of people wanting to restart with you, Sagittarius. They must be getting nostalgic, Sagittarius. Ten of Swords accompanied by Knight of Wands, Three of Cups. Expect them to have some interaction. If you meet an Aries, two in this energy, that Aries has recently become free, whatever that may be to them. A little bit of wild energy. That Aries is not really into so-called commitment. They're looking right now just to have a good time. If you are dealing with a Leo, for Sagittarius. Not bad. Not bad. If you're dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, that Leo is going to be cautious. They're going to want to make sure they go about things in the right way, in the right manner. Leo is very dedicated or concentrated on doing things the right way. And our final elements, we have Earth. In fact, for these, I think I'm just going to pull out three all together. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Sagittarius, I know that wants to pop out, but it's not. I have for Capricorn, I'm just going to pull out three. And for Taurus, for Sagittarius. And for Virgo, that fell out, we'll keep it. For Sagittarius. I'm going to pull one more. Well, Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Virgo, that Virgo has been sneaking around you quite a bit. That Virgo has been aware of you. That Virgo thinks you're just like the best. They're going to tell you that. They think that Sagittarius, you're the best too by their side. That's your energy if you're dealing with a Virgo. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, 8 of Pentacles, the Moon, and 8 of Wands, it's like Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn is wondering what to do. I do think Capricorn's not done with you or will proceed, but it's almost like in this energy against their better judgment. Why against their better judgment? Because, well, they feel so strongly about you. I don't think Capricorn likes the fact they feel so strongly about you, Sagittarius. But they're coming. And if you are dealing with a Taurus, Taurus needs more time. If you're dealing with a Taurus, Taurus needs more time. Taurus is also feeling out Taurus's own space. Taurus is wondering, does Taurus need that? If you meet a Taurus, that Taurus is going to be judging you like crazy, Sagittarius. You know all those memes where they have judging you? Yeah, just imagine all those memes. That's what's going to be going on in Taurus's head. All right, that is my reading for you. Check out, if you're interested, the other videos on the channel. And until then, I'm wishing everybody the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.